I kicked my boyfriend's sister out of our house. My boyfriend Jake moved in with me about a year ago and everything was perfect. We had our routines down. I'd work from my home office. He'd use the other spare room as his gym, and we'd cook dinner together most nights with our 2 dogs running around. Then Christmas happened. Jake's parents decided to sell their house and go on some 6-month cruise. Cool, whatever. They're retired and can do what they want. But they have an 18-year-old daughter, and apparently Jake agreed to let her stay with us until she left for uni in September. He didn't ask me. He just told me 2 days before she was supposed to move in that his sister Emma would be living with us for 8 months. We fought about it for weeks, but the house was already sold and Emma had nowhere else to go. So she moved in February and took over our gym. All our weights and equipment got shoved into a storage unit that cost me $100 a month. The first week Emma was fine, quiet, polite, stayed in her room. Then she turned 18 and it was like a switch flipped. She started going out every single night I'd be asleep, and then at 2 or 3 in the morning I'd hear the front door slam open and Emma stumbling in drunk with her friends. My dogs would start barking and I'd have to go downstairs to calm them down, while Emma and whatever random person she brought home giggled in the kitchen making nachos. Then I noticed my stuff going missing. My expensive face cream that cost $60, gone. My perfume, gone. I found Emma wearing my leather jacket one day, and when I asked her about it, she just shrugged and said she thought we were sharing clothes now that we lived together. I had to buy a lockable box off Amazon for all my toiletries and keep it in my bedroom. The house keys were a whole other nightmare. Emma lost her first set within a week I gave her the spare. She lost that one too. Then she lost the 3rd set I had made. After the 4th set, I had to get the locks changed because she couldn't remember where she'd lost them, and I was worried someone would break in. That cost me $300. She lost the new keys within 2 weeks. I tried to be understanding. I really did. I'd ask her to help with dishes or take the dogs out, and she'd say she was busy. Busy doing what? She didn't have a job. She didn't go to school. She just sat on the couch watching Netflix or texting her friends all day. When I'd cook dinner, she'd take one look at it and say she didn't want it. She'd ask Jake to order pizza or Chinese food instead. I started making a list of meals she said she liked, and when I'd make them, she'd still refuse to eat them, saying I made it wrong or it didn't taste right. Jake kept defending her. He'd say she's just a kid, she's adjusting, give her time. But it had been months, and she wasn't adjusting. She was getting worse. Last weekend, Jake and I planned a trip to this cabin upstate with the dogs. I didn't want to leave Emma alone in the house, but Jake insisted it would be good for her. Give her some independence before uni. I agreed, but I had a bad feeling about it. We came back Sunday evening, and I could hear music blasting from inside the house before we even got to the front door. I opened it and immediately stepped on broken glass. There were beer cans everywhere. The living room reeked of alcohol and smoke. Someone had spilled red wine all over my white couch. There were strangers passed out in my home office. The kitchen was destroyed with food and dishes piled everywhere, and something sticky all over the counters. I found Emma in her room asleep with her makeup still on. I woke her up and she just groaned and told me to go away. I spent 4 hours that night cleaning while Jake helped. We filled 6 trash bags. I had to call a professional cleaning service the next day to deal with the couch and carpets. That cost me $500. When Emma finally woke up Monday afternoon, she didn't apologize. She said everyone has parties and I was being dramatic. Then she mentioned she was thinking about deferring uni for a year to go traveling with her friends, and she'd just live with us as her home base. That was it. I told her she had 1 week to find somewhere else to live. She laughed and said I couldn't kick her out. I said watch me. It's my house. My name on the deed. She can go stay with friends or figure something else out, but she's not staying here. Jake freaked out. He said his parents won't be back until end of August and Emma has nowhere to go. I said that's not my problem. He agreed to let her live here without asking me, and I've dealt with 8 months of hell. I'm done. Emma called their parents on the cruise and they started blowing up my phone saying I'm cruel and heartless for kicking out their daughter. Jake's been sleeping on the couch because he says I'm being unreasonable.